Being a successful franchisee is not an easy thing. And even though there are hundreds of thousands of franchisees in the United States and around the world, not every one of them is successful. Many of them do okay, some of them fail, and only a few actually excel to the point that they can grow from a small business, 1-2 single unit, into a multi-unit enterprise that eventually becomes an empire. There are a few things that are common among those top performing franchisees. But in this show, I'm going to share only 3 things that these top performing franchisees do have in common. There are many others, but I believe that these 3 are probably 3 of the most important ones that you need to know to be able to aspire to be one of them. The first skill is that you need to have excellent leadership skills. You need to be able to know and understand that at the end of the day, if you are in franchising, you are in the people business. And what that means is that who you are as a leader is going to matter a lot from the beginning all the way to building that empire. And the first thing that you need to know is that you need to be able to develop the types of leaders that people are looking for. What the type of leader is very different from what it used to be. Times change, generation changes, and therefore we need to be able to adapt to whatever the current generation, the current workforce, after many things that have happened in years, to be the type of leader that this new work employee is looking for. It is not easy. And it takes a lot of care. It takes a lot of study and analysis to be able to understand what type of leader that is, and then to do the work to develop that in yourself and figure out how to develop that in others. It is also important under the leadership skills to understand who we are. We all have our own personalities, our own desires, our own hopes, our own way of leading and managing our business. And we need to be aware along with that everyone outside of us is different than us. If we have that awareness, then we are able to understand and adapt and create systems and processes and leadership abilities that are able to apply to all the people that are different from us. Understanding that we are different, that they are different, is the first step at understanding human beings. And if you're able to understand human beings, then you will have a better chance at being the type of leader that they are looking for. Under the umbrella of leadership, when you become an entrepreneur, a business owner, a franchise owner, there are many things that come with it that you need to accept. It's not just about having the rights to have a brand and then building a business that makes profits. Again, it goes back to people. You need to be able to embrace everything that comes with it. That means that you need to embrace the fact that you're going to be hiring people that don't even know how to be employees. They are fresh out of their family's home and venturing into the working world, and many of them do not know what it's like or what it's supposed to be an employee. So as a business owner, you must embrace being able to be a teacher, a coach, a developer, a parent, someone that is going to teach these new, workforce employees how to be employees, how to be great employees, how to find the greatness within themselves and be able to live up to that greatness. All of this is under leadership. If you as a business owner and franchisee are able to master the skill of leadership, everything else that comes with franchising is easy. This is the one that is the hardest. This is the one that you should spend the most amount of time and should never stop learning, because you are able to capture this one. The rest of them is easy. Okay, let's go to the second thing, the second element or the second skill that you need to be able to be a successful franchisee. And that is that you need to have business acumen. When you acquire a brand, you're acquiring a proven brand that gives you the product, the service, the procedures, the image of that brand. This brand basically brings you revenue. It does not guarantee profit. You will not find any franchisor in the world that will guarantee you any profit. As a matter of fact, none of them actually guarantee you revenue. However, if it's a proven brand, that means that they have proven and demonstrated that they have opened these units, this model, this brand into several locations, and they have successfully been able to attract customers. That means that you will get revenue. What it doesn't guarantee is that you will be able to turn that revenue into profit. So here is where being able to have the business acumen, understanding business with a great level of detail, is what is going to allow you to turn that revenue into profit. You need to be able to understand your KPIs, your dashboards, your financials, and all of the numbers in the business that tell you the story of the business, the one that actually turns into profitability. So not only do you need to understand what those KPIs are, or key performance indicators, but also you need to be able to know with a very good clarity what are the drivers that change those KPIs into the best possible number? What are the actions? What are the behaviors? What are the systems and processes that allow you to have that profitability and maximize it to the highest level? That is going to be what's going to make a difference for you as a franchisee. Within the business acumen, you also need to know that you need to create systems and processes and procedures to consistently execute in your business to produce those consistent, profitable results. The better that you understand this, the better that you implement this, and the better that your team is able to execute this with a high level of excellence, the more profitable and successful you're going to be. And the third element of skill that you need to have to be a successful multi-unit franchisee is to be able to access capital. Now, you will think that this is a challenge. Actually, many franchisees think that this is a challenging thing. However, accessing capital for your business is probably the easiest part of these three top points that I'm sharing with you today. So just be aware that being able to access capital is going to be a little easier than becoming a great leader and becoming a great business manager. Access to capital is everywhere. Not only can you go the conventional way and go to banks, but you can also access capital through private equity or family and friends. There's many ways for you to access capital. The point is that you need to be able to research what all of these ways are, what is the cost of that capital, and what source is the most convenient and effective and efficient for you. Spend the time to understand this. Spend the time to ask questions. Meet with these private equity firms. Meet with all these bankers. Meet with your family and friends and find out all that you can about what are those sources of capital. And that way, when you are ready, when you need it, you will already know where to go to get it. That is the trick about access to capital. Go find the capital before you need it. So when you need it, it's going to be there and available for you. Again, this is one of the easiest parts of becoming a multi-unit franchisee, because once you have demonstrated success, there will be a lineup of people wanting to offer you their money because they know that you're going to be a good bet. But still, it requires skill. You still need to be good at it, and you need to be prepared to have the capital when you actually need it. So that's it for the show. Those are the top 3 skills or elements or things that you need to know and have and be a master at to be a successful multi-unit franchisee. So first, you need to be a great leader and someone that develops great leaders. Second, you need to be able to turn the revenue that the brand brings you into profits. You need to have the business acumen that allows you to be able to manage your business in such a way that you maximize the profit out of every dollar that comes in. And third, make sure that you have the capital when you need it. And to do that, you need to redo the research ahead of time. I hope this was of value for you. If that's the case, make sure to follow us in all the platforms. And if you'd like to learn more about what it takes to be a successful multi-unit franchisee, you can always visit us at AmericanFranchiseAcademy.com, where we offer several programs to support you as a franchisee and your leaders in your organization to be able to have the knowledge, the tools, and the resources for you to be successful. See you in the next one.